Tell me.
Ask questions. I'm better at that. Not a light in here, is it?
Nah, you're looking schmick as.
Smick, yeah. Josh reckons I've got a head on me, the robber's dog. Hey, sorry it's been so long since the last video, like months, but we've been around, just been hot season, and hot meaning tropical, wet, what is it, about 94% humidity, raining. Well, it's raining right now, and I have to wait for drier, cooler days. I even had to put my paint in a cool, dry place because my paint was starting to fail. So it's not worth trying to paint and do this and that, whether I'll end up with a dodgy paint job. So that's about the size of it.
Yeah. Well, you did in there, so that's cool.
Okay, I'm going to spray, I'll mask it up, sorry, I don't like smelling these things. I'm going to spray black in there with this gun. Suppose you didn't get a chance to look at that, did you? With this gun, panoramic view, no, that's I don't know what they call that view. Anyway, with that view, that gun, with this black stuff, and this stuff here, there's a hardener, and there's that, and it's a weird mixture, but it's 3.5 to 1, and none of my paint pots do that, of course, so it's just 875 mils of one and 250 mils of the other, which is actually a grand total of 1125 mil. So what I do is just use a pot, and I'll put a mark there. You can see the texture there actually. 2 marks, that's the 250 mil, and that's the 8. Anyway, I'm going to put you on the tripod. That's loud. Here we go, just finished putting the deadener in. Looks good. It's a paintable surface, it's a 2-part deadener, and I'll be doing on the floor in the cabin and on the roof in the cab as a deadener, stop any woofly sounds. And yeah, the reason I use a 2-part one is it's paintable and I wanted to paint it. So in here I'm not going to paint them, I'm just going to leave them. That, the Meritari one, a lot cheaper, a lot easier to use, you don't have to 2-pack it. Anyway, so thanks there. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and a biscuit. So this, I forget what it's called now, Tari body stuff has gone off. And, really well. I might actually take the wrapping off now. That'll be nice. It's been on there for a while. Well, there you go. So what I've got to do now, so I'm just working on the manhole cover, but you can't guess where it goes. Anyway, I've decided I'm just going to fit it as factory, which is just drill holes and screw it in, and you sort of drill holes in it periodically. And so here's an old one. It's not out of this ute. I don't know what happened to the one out of this ute. So I just thought I'd measure the hole locations, and the only thing I'll probably do is make sure that the screws can never seize. So I'll put probably never seize on them, or some sort of, maybe just grease, whatever will stop them from rusting in the hole over years. Because if you wash the car, it's still going to get some moisture down there. Maybe I'll just put like windscreen sealant around the screws or something on the inside. I'll do something. Anyway, so I'm going to measure them, mark it, and then I'll drill it. Take a look at this. The original one, they put a little imprint in them all. I never noticed it before, but there it is there again. See there, you can just see it. It's like a little, that's a good one. That's probably, so the screws are lower than the, tops of the screws are lower than the plate. These don't have that. This new one, it's a new one, doesn't have it. I wish it did. I don't know how to make it right. Maybe I'll have to think about it. So I just thought I'd let you know what's going on here. I've been drilling. I drilled all the holes through here, and the reason I do that is because this is original back here, so it already had holes in there. So it takes a lot of work to actually find out where the exact holes are and drill them. In fact, I even got this one slightly off, if you look. I ended up being there, and I think so I might have to file it or fill it. See what happens. Not the end of the world. You'll never see it from, well, it'll sort of, no consequence really. And it's interesting, the back holes where the screw goes in, they make them like 3 sizes bigger so that your screw can move up or down like that to get it in. So it mustn't be a great lineup even from factory. In fact, so much so I reckon I could probably get that screw in. Just, I don't think it's quite as out as what I marked. Anyway, so that's it. So now what I'll do is I'll probably drill these. There they are, they're all marked. So I can drill them through and run straight through. It's fitting pretty nicely. And if you look, and this is just one stage ahead of this. I was going to paint this and I thought, oh geez, if I don't drill all the holes and get it all set up, that's going to be a bit of an issue, isn't it, later on? So anyway, so I thought I'd drill them and do it now, even though it is baking hot in this shed. And let's have a look at the temperature gauge, which is in the cool platter shed, I might add, which is 30 degrees. So, which is, you know, nearly, what, 85 degrees, which is not that bad under here, but the, so the ambient air temperature just feels worse. What we have is on the roof is we have radiating heat. So if I had a radiator, oh, I can do that. Let's look for fun. Where's my temperature? Oh, here it is. So I'll get my temperature gauge going, calibrate it. So let's see what the roof actually is. You want to watch? It's nearly 50 degrees, 49 degrees. I bet it's hotter in some places than others too. 53 degrees, 54, 53 degrees. So it's hot. So it's a lot of radiating heat. That's why I feel so hot. If I bring the that's why I have the thermometer over here too, because we've got insulation as part of the heat, no radiating heat, and it's, so the ambient air temperature is not too bad, it's just the radiating heat that hurts. Anyway, I'm going now. I'm going to go and drill some holes. For all you Ford Ute owners, don't you know these screws are the worst to do? Stubby screwdriver hours later. But I bought this thing here a while back. I thought, what'll that be good for? So this is a little angle drive, and so it gets in there, does your angle drive, and I can rattle those screws in and out like in an instant, and it's so cool. I'm loving it. Well, they're all drilled now, and so they will be drilled. I don't have the correct screws yet. I have to go to the bolt barn and get the right screws for it. And now they're fairly close to the edge. You go, why don't you drill them in there? Because there is actually, that's 15 mil underneath. So from there there's 15. However, this lip doesn't go really in deep enough. Must have been the way they bent it up or something. But so if you don't drill it in there, you're going to miss the inner lip. I can't show you, maybe I can. There's probably an old one out here. It's the same deal with the old one. Here you go. These are big. And see the hole's bigger too? Yeah, anyway, so you miss the lip and you go off the edge, or you would do if I didn't drill it in the right place. So that's why they're close to the edge. And, but that'll be good. In factory, these are sat down a bit and they're countersunk. But I'll probably just put a cup head screw on it and pull them down nice and tight so they actually settle in, or hit it with some sort of punch and lower each one. Well, I don't think it's necessary. I'll think about it on the day. Just thought I'd show you, I'm just masking it up, getting it ready. I'm going to black out all in there. From factory, they didn't bother masking any of this up. I will. I've got to do the roof as well. And the stuff I'm doing it with goes pretty bloody hard. So I sort of would like, part of me wants to do just the old-fashioned body shirts, and the other part of me doesn't. And I can't weld on my bloody console brackets, simply for two reasons. One is I can't find them. I bought them and I can't find them. So they're in here somewhere. And the other reason is I don't know exactly where they are without a console. I don't have a console. So as a result, it's going to be ground back and plug welded and cleaned up afterwards, which is a bit dodgy, but I can't do much about it until they turn up. And I'm not going to wait. I want to get on with this thing. I've just lost 2 months because of the heat, and it's just a cool day. It's still too hot, and the temperatures are just so high in this shed. I can't do it unless I put insulation in and stuff like that. Well, I don't own this shed, so I can't do it. Sorry about this. I started on it and I forgot to put the camera on, so I'll put it on now. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see, but better than a poke in the eye with a blunt stick, eh? Can't help myself. I'm just going to show you one more time. Might show you from the other side. It's quite shiny at the moment. It will matte off a little bit. Well, actually quite a lot. And if you're to look at like that, see how that's really matted off? And this will do the same. Anyway, so that's it. That's the roof. I'm pretty happy with it all, actually. I've got to confess. I've just got to wait for it to go off, so it's too wet to be fiddling with. See, got it on my finger already. And that's about it. So I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and see how things go. So my next job will actually be paint the tub cover, which is leaning up over there. Can you see it? And I'm going to spray vermilion fire in the whole back, and then so that's all done, and then I'm going to start on the outside, so I can mask that quite easily.
Well, it's nice to see it in there, that stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty, doesn't it?
Are you going to put the stick-on sealer
No,
sound deadener in there, or are you going to leave it?
I don't think so.
This
I don't know.
This is a deadener, isn't it? But it's not like the other stuff, though.
No, it goes hard, so I don't know how. The other stuff is quite soft.
I think you might need to put the deadener in there.
Oh, this stuff here. It's
Yeah.
hard, but you can stick your fingernails in it.
Yeah, that stuff.
Yeah.
I see. I kind of thought that was almost the same stuff, but
No, it's totally different. This is a petroleum-based product. This is a basically I think it's like an epoxy-based product. It's a really quite an interesting product. I like it. Hard as the hobs of hell. So I don't know what that is, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, so,
we'll get...
so thanks for being patient, and thanks for watching. Cheerio.
And Boxy's caught up
Oh yeah.
with the videos
Boxy's
now.
caught up, yeah.
Can't took your time, Boxy.
He
He was a few months behind too.
he's slack. He reckons he was. Josh reckons you've been real slack.
He was off in Bali having a good time.
Bali.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. I can't believe it. You could have invited me. All expenses paid.
All right.
All right. Cheerio.